Hey guys, back with another week of toy pickups. Sorry, my little table's a little far away from me right now. All right, but back. Oh yeah, last week I got Rogue. Okay, for a minute I thought maybe I didn't do one last week. But I did get some new stuff in today. Thankfully, Mafex got theirs, or Ami got their stuff in time and was able to send me out my Mafex stuff that I told you guys about last week. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first one I got is Hush Robin. Red Robin, I think this is the Tim Drake Robin, which really cool. I mean, we're gonna talk about the stuff I don't like about it, but other than that, he's really cool. Mafex always does a great head sculpt, and their sculpting in general is really cool. It works best for skinnier athletic figures than like bulky guys. They haven't done the best with bulky people or thick women. Yeah, Mafex, you know who I'm talking about, Rogue. But like always, let's jump to the box because I always forget to do that. So here's the Hush box, starting on the side. Picture of Robin on the side, going to the back. Look at those promo shots of Robin. Those are really cool. Gave me some ideas to be able to get him into a pose because I still don't know what kind of pose I'm going to do for him over on my Hush shelf. And then the other side, another pose and more pictures of Robin. Boom. Box is over. All right. So he comes with a staff, which is cool, which definitely lets you know it's Tim Drake one. This is the red. I mean, he doesn't have the hood and everything to be Red Robin, but this is basically Red Robin before he became Red Robin. So this is Robin before Damien took over. Has a cloth cape like normal. I'm going to grab something. I'm going to pause real quick. And I'm back. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier since I have Red Robin. Here is Hush with the Robin with the Jason Todd head sculpt on it. So I just kind of wanted to show you the difference between the two so you can get more of an idea. I think this one is bulkier and a little taller than the Tim Drake one. If we put them together. Sorry, my dog's doing stuff over on the side. But I wanted to show you that, so that's cool. So no head swaps because look, totally different sizes. So we're not gonna do that. But I felt it's like since I have him, might as well bring him out. All right. Articulation, obviously double jointed knees because it's Mafex. So how far he comes up, right? He does get that. I'm gonna take the staff out of his hand. There we go, just so we can. I lost his hand. Let's put his hand back on. Kind of, sort of, like that. There we go. He's got this ball articulation. I don't know if you can see that on the elbow. It sucks. I don't like this articulation. I like the regular articulation that they normally do because what it does, it leaves that weird gap when you bend his arm, and I don't think you get the range that you normally get with the regular articulation. This feels like they were trying to do something cheap because for years they've done their regular, like just like the knee articulate. It's the same one that they would normally have in the elbow. They did something different with this one. Could it have been the size because he was smaller and it wasn't gonna fit? I mean, I felt like they could have adjusted for that. So I really don't like that. He does have butterflies, little tiny ones, so it's not too much articulation. He can come in about that much, which he can cross his arms over, so I guess that's good range. This one side just doesn't really want to move for me, I guess. Like I said, cloth cape. He can look up that much with the help of the neck joint, and look down that much would definitely help with the neck joint. And he has an upper body waist swivel, a little bit of a lower ab crunch, and he definitely has no drop down legs. Mafex is cheaping out on me. I don't know what they're doing here. But other than that, he's got the ankle articulation as always and the toe hinge. All right. No cuts or thigh cuts or boot cuts or anything like that. Yeah, so that's Robin. I really like him. I mean, if you want to see under the cape, see what's under the cape, guys. Ooh, the cake. And then the front again. I really like him outside of some major gripes and nitpicks about him. I mean, I waited so long for him. I kind of feel like I like him because the anticipation, but he is the best Robin that we got right now. He's better than the Mark McFarlane one. So until somebody else makes a better Robin, he's gonna be my Robin in art, 6-inch plus. You guys heard me. get out there and do something. All right. He also has other accessories. He has a different head sculpt. Like I said, he does have the staff that I showed you in his hands. His other head sculpt, we can pull out. Fly all over the place. Kind of feels Green Lantern-ish. If we can show that right there. There you go. And then he has a multitude of hands that you can see in the package. But that's Robin. So we're going to go ahead and move that out the way. Next person that I got in here, like I said, it was a Mafex day. So we got Jubilee. Definitely been waiting on Jubilee to come in. First and foremost, I already switched her head sculpt. It's not the head sculpt that she came out of the box in. I like the bubblegum one because that's how I always picture Jubilee. She's got the cloth jacket and really good sculpt work for Mafex on this one. Get the back side. There you go. Let's go ahead and show the box before I forget, because I always forget. Front of the box, side of the box. I like those power effects. We'll get to those in a minute. Back of the box. Looks very Gambit-ish as she's throwing her little power effect. And other side of the box. And that is that. That's it for the box. Alright, back to Jubilee. Same minor gripes that I had with the Robin. I really feel like they're doing some cost-cutting things because as the great things that they do at Mafex, they did some weird crap. So if we go and we look at her articulation, look, she's got that same ball here. Fortunately, is that she's in a jacket, so it covers it. You don't have to see how ugly that articulation point is. But she's got the same balls in the back of the knees. So what it does, for people who don't like breaking the scope, it breaks the freaking scope when she does that. And it doesn't give you as much articulation range as their normal knee. That's a really big bummer. But I do like the cloth cape, even though I'm trying to figure out this collar thing. It's been kind of a weird scenario as far as how I want to handle this collar. If I want to pop it up like she's cool, or or push it down. But it does not hinder her articulation. She's got upper body here. She's got tiny lower crunch. No drop downs again. Your ankles and your toe hinge. She has that. And she can look up that much, which is kind of limited. And I don't know why. Oh, maybe it was the jacket. Okay, she can get up there. She can get down there. Without ways you can see. And I think that is all. And you know, I never talk about this. She can kick up that high. I never talk about that. Sorry, dog moment. All right. So other than that, great head sculpt. I like this head sculpt altogether. And I'm gonna have to pause again because I'm gonna grab somebody else. Man, there's gonna be so many cuts in this video. Sorry. I wanted to grab somebody else, which was my Marvel Legends Jubilee from the, I can't remember what run this was that she does it, but because she had the bubble blowing one, I wanted to show the bubble blowing head sculpt and kind of let you see which one was the better head sculpt. If we can focus, there we go. And then this one, focus, there we go. Actually, and then she has one, I guess that's not fair, because in the Marvel Legends one, she got her glasses down. So let's go over to accessories. And in the accessories, here's her head sculpt with the glasses down. If you want to see glasses down, oops, back, up, glasses down. Yeah. All right. So back to her. I really like it. She's relatively small. We compare her to the Marvel Legends. The Marvel Legends definitely is taller. But she's a kid. She's a teenager. I don't mind her being smaller. She's got to be around the size of Wolverine anyway. One gripe, and I know they were using the Jim Lee stuff. I like the X-Men 97 look where she has the blue gloves. Or not X-Men 97, but just the old X-Men animation where she has the blue gloves. I think it breaks up. I think this is way too much yellow, and I really wish they had gone blue gloves. And I think the yellow and the blue, and it works really, really well. But I know this is accurate to the comics. So other than that, and you know, if you guys want to see under the jacket, you know, the cake there, and the whole jacket does come off. I don't know if I'm gonna fool with it enough to get it off. I don't really want to go through the hassle of putting it back on, but it does come off. But yeah, she's a little bit more mature than this one, but this is kind of more accurate. And Marvel Legends kind of scales a little bit bigger than Mafex anyway, even though you can mix and match for the most part, but obviously she is a little smaller than that. So that is going to take care of the figure and articulation. The other accessories is there's an additional head sculpt in there, the power effects, and a multitude of hands. And she has this little power effect. Like I said, it's very Gambit-ish, of her kind of like swirling her hand across with her powers. Try to figure out how to get that one in there when I put it up on my display. She will now take the spot of this one. This one will now fight my Sentinel, and she will now move to my regular X-Men shelf. Alright, so that is all I got for this week. I do expect some more stuff to come in next week, hopefully, so I can be back here to tell you guys about some more stuff that I got. Alright, so I know this one got a little lengthy, and I know it was a bunch of cuts, but, you know, thank you for sitting all the way through it if you made it this far. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Take care.